In today's lesson, I'm going to talk about the most effective way to use chord tones in our blues soloing, and actually, chord tones are the most effective and powerful way to solo over any chord progression, not only the blues. And in this lesson, I'll teach you a unique way to use them. But hey, if you are just meeting, my name is Nachshon, and my passion is music and teaching it. So this is the second lesson on my series, How to Break Out from the Blues Scale Mold, the series in which you get tools to play so much more than the plain old blues scale. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about those new lessons. And let's get started. So chord tones, what are they, right? For the ones of us that don't know. So chord tones are the notes which construct the chords of the music we listen to or play. Every chord contains a couple of notes, and those are the chord tones. For instance, this A7 chord. So this A7 chord comprises of a root A, a major third C sharp, a perfect fifth E, and a minor seventh G. I use the A7 chord because I play in the key of A in this tutorial. And usually when we play a lick over a certain chord, we target one of its chord tone at the end. For example, over 2 bars of A7, we can play this little lick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the end of this phrase, I hit the A. This is called targeting. And it sounds good and very strong because A is a chord tone of A7. But if only one chord tone, actually two, because we also got E in this lick. So if two chord tones sound so good, imagine how strong and powerful all of the chord tones of a given chord will sound as one single lick. And this is what I'm going to teach you to do in this lesson. So let's dive into this. Okay, chord tones. And one of the best ways to use all of the chord tones as one single lick, is by taking them from chord shapes. For example, I can take this D shape from down here, this little triangle, and I'll move it up to here. And now I got an A chord. Ring finger on the 10th fret B string. But in the blues, we've got dominant 7th chords, so I need to add to this chord a minor 7th, G. And I've got a G on the B string, 8th fret. So actually now we've got two shapes. We've got this shape and this D7 shape. And for example, a lick that is taken from these shapes will be 1 and again, 1. So this lick comprises all of the chord tones of A7. It got C sharp, A, E, and G. And I also add the minor third, C. This is the minor third. It's on the IE string, 8th fret. And it's not a part of the A7 chord, but like I've told you in the previous lesson, the minor third is a blue note, and we've got to use it to create the blue sound. It's really essential. Okay, another lick that is taken from those shapes will be again, 1. So look at how easy it is to create licks from those shapes. I just mock around with the order of the notes. In this lick I'm starting on the G, this minor 7th, and I'm adding these blues articulations like slides and hammer-ons. Okay. So another chord shape that we can exploit is the E7 from down here. And if I'll move it up to here, now I've got this A7 barcode. But I'm gonna use only the top 3 strings. So now we've got this little shape. And a lick that is taken from this shape will be 1. Again, 1. So in this lick, I'm starting on the root on A, followed by the major third, which I'm approaching with from the minor third. This is really common in the blues. I covered it in the previous lesson. I also used this idea in the first lick that I played. And the beautiful thing about those chord shapes is that we can take the same licks, or almost the same licks, maybe with a few adjustments, and play them over the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. So this lick that I played fits great over the 1 chord, A7, but it fits great also over the 4 chord, D7. We just need to find the root of the 4 chord D. It's on the I string, 10th fret, and now we've got this little shape here. Okay. Another great lick that is taken from this A7 bar shape is again 1. So in this lick I'm starting on the 5th on E, and like I've told you, it's really easy to create licks from those shapes. We just need to play with the order of the notes and add some blues articulations. And another thing, this minor 7th, G in this case, is a blue note as well. So in order to make it a blue note, we need to give it this quarter tone bend. It's really essential. Another great way to use those chord tones is by taking them from arpeggios. And I'll use the arpeggio of the D7, the 4 chord. And it goes as follows: D, F sharp, A, and C. And then it repeats D, F sharp, A, etc. So now we've got this little arpeggio box, which we can find all across the neck, like here or here. And for example, a lick that is taken from this arpeggio box will be 1 and again 1 and so in this lick I'm starting on the root of the 4 chord on D, but I'm starting on the end of beat 1. This is, and by doing this I'm giving it this rhythmic interest. Listen to it: 1 and 2 and now it doesn't sound like a arpeggio practice routine. Okay, and we can play almost the same lick over the 5 chord, just like I've showed you with the chord shapes. So over the 4 chord, and over the 5 chord, over E7. We just need to find the root of the 5 chord E, and we got it on the G string, 9th fret, and now we've got this arpeggio box here. Okay. Another lick that is taken from this arpeggio box of the D7 arpeggio box is 1 and again 1 and so in this lick I'm starting on the major third on F sharp, and I'm also using the E flat, the blue note of the A7, one of the blue notes of the A blues scale. But this A flat is not a part of the D7 chord, but like I've told you earlier, we gotta use blue notes in order to make it bluesy. Okay? And actually, we can play one lick that is taken from chord shapes or arpeggios, followed by a lick that is taken from the blues scale. There are no fixed rules. We just need to be creative. So that was on how to create licks from chord tones, and the big takeaway here is it's actually pretty simple to exploit those ideas and make licks out of them. All we need to do is just take some chord shapes or arpeggios, add some rhythmic interest to them, and blues articulations such as bends, vibratos, emerons, etc., and mock around with the order of the notes. And we're good to go. This is it. So be creative. Okay, so I'm Nachshon, and this is the second lesson on my series, How to Break Out from the Blues Scale Mold, the series in which you get original tools to play so much more than the plain old blues scale. So if you want new original ways to solo over your blues, all with practical, easy examples, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about those new lessons. And also, please like, share and comment. It will help me a lot. Okay, so that will be all for today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye guys.